Welcome to Unstuck, out of your cave and into your call. I'm standing here in Chicago among 106 cast iron figures called Agora. If you noted, they're the bottom torso of figures, and there's legs and feet pointed in multiple directions. I think this is appropriate because our lesson today is walking towards your unfinished business. In 1 Kings chapter 19, after Elijah has experienced this incredible encounter with God, God speaks to Elijah and he says to him, "Elijah, go back the way you came. Go back to the desert of Damascus." I don't know if you remember what happened in Damascus, but Damascus represented a place of depression, a place of failure, and God was asking Elijah to go back to the place he had just run from. He had to confront Jezebel. I've discovered in our life that issue avoidance is a national pastime. In fact, many of us get stuck at an old border because we're unwilling to deal with unfinished business that takes us into the new season. Several years ago, I got a phone call from my mother that said, "Your father is very sick." So I called my brother Bob, and we both flew to O'Hare Airport, got to O'Hare Airport, and got to the counter in a rush emergency situation. My brother showed the attendant his passport, and then I went and showed the attendant my passport. The lady looked up at me and he said, "Sir, your passport's expired. You will not get on this flight." I was shocked. You see, as long as I stayed within the borders of my own country, I was okay. I had been living with an expired passport for months and it didn't affect me. I didn't even realize it. But the moment I was about to go on mission, an important mission, and cross a border, that passport was vital for me to pass. Thankfully, I was able to renew my passport in an emergency way, fly to Spain, and spend 2 weeks with my father before he passed away. It would have been tragic if I would have been stuck on this side of the border with such important business on the other side. Maybe you're here today and you feel like you're looking across the border to the other side, like Elijah, but unable to pass because you have unfinished business. I'm wondering if there's an issue that you've been avoiding in your life. It's hard to deal with, but you know you have to. I'm wondering if there's delayed obedience that you keep postponing because you're saying it's not the right time or not the right season or people aren't ready. I'm wondering if you have unfinished business that's keeping you from moving to where God wants you to move. Elijah had to finally confront his issues, go back through the desert of Damascus, confront Jezebel to move into the next season of his life. Maybe it's time for you to take a step towards your unfinished business so that you can get out of the cave and move into your call.